terrible after 20 minutes. Huge amberwood. What's going on in here? Iris Malikhân is a shitter. Huge amberwood, similar to Sultan Metiver. Starts off nice, terrible after 20 minutes. I don't know. I don't know. Hi everyone. Hope everyone is doing well. Is having a great Tuesday. What are we doing today? What is everyone up to? Better late than late. I'm like 2 minutes late. Like, just guys, I set it out time. Hi, Dushan. How are you? What is your incentive today? Paroli is out of my inbox. Isn't that nice? Let's see. Let's take a look. And maybe it may get hot in here. It may get hot in here. Eating pancakes here. Oh, very, very nice. Hi, Isaac. How are you? Hi, Germs. How are you? It's good to see you all. Moose. How is Moose? Are you better? Are you feeling better? Because Moose was sick. She drives faster than arriving to her own live stream. It was just 2 minutes. Like I just caught, like, I was going for this my lunch break, so I was just going out, like, and then someone caught me on the way. I was like, I need to go. So good to see you all. Hope you all are doing well. We have reached 711 subscribers, so I'm going to be doing the giveaway. So if you have a chance, please comment on the post, which I made a post for it, and I will keep it open until Thursday, and then we'll do it we'll do a draw. For Australia, I can also, I see 710. I guess somebody left. Are you out? I asked ChatGPT for 100 vintage perfumes that are worth buying. And what did it come up with? I don't know. I don't know if I trust ChatGPT with that, but we shall see. Because ChatGPT might have a Gen Z opinion. So I don't know. Paroli unsubscribed. Oh. Really? Okay. Well, it's his choice, but he may not get certain stuff. God, it's getting hot in here. Hold on. Hopefully the voice doesn't go. I'm doing this. Let's just have this. A little bit of air condition here. Aircon. I'm just gonna turn this off. Can you hear, guys? Can you still hear? If you can hear, let me know. I have to. Absolutely. I have all your vintage malls, and I will keep it hostage. Okay, so how are we? We're gonna talk about, I pulled out yesterday, I pulled out my bottle of Iris Malikhân from Maison Crivelli, and as you see, it's kind of like here you see it, the A and the Iris Malikhân one, it's just kind of like gone. So I was like, is this Iris Malikhân with you? And I've been saying it wrong the whole time, but it's not Iris Malikhân, it's Iris Malikhân. She has jet engine for air conditioning. No, I changed it. I may, like, hold on, everything goes to the foot. Let me do that, because it gets too hot in here. And maybe relax in terms of how much air you're giving out. Okay, so I've had this for a while. I agree that it has amberwood in it, but it's not bothering me to the point. So it does have amberwood in it, but it doesn't really too amberwoody in a way that it takes over for me anyways on my skin. I've had this bottle, like this particular bottle, for a couple of years now, I think. And initially when I sprayed it, I wasn't a big fan of it. Yeah, so I wasn't a big fan of it when I initially sprayed it. It just lacked something, like a little bit of a sweetness, a little bit of a vanilla for me. But now I feel like today I picked it out because it was like, okay, if I don't like it, then I'll sell it. Why should it be sitting here? I pulled it out, I sprayed, and it has changed. The scent has changed over the past couple of years. I don't know if the air exposure in the bottle, is it the vanilla got matured or whatever, but I get much more vanilla that I used to get from it, plus iris, vanilla and iris, and there's like some woody notes, pretty much it. It's pretty simplistic, it's not nothing really complex and blowing your mind, nothing like that. So, but I am getting, I'm liking it way much more than I ever did. So I'm glad that I didn't get rid of it. It does have amber wood in it, for sure. It has amber wood in it, but it's not overwhelming for me so far. So far that I put. Let me just see if I can find. So this is Iris Malikhân, powdery iris, aromatic, vanilla, leather, woody, green, balsamic, animalic, and soft, spicy. I found the perfumer, but I forgot. I forgot his name already. So yeah, so the notes are the vanilla, there's the orris, there's leather, what else is there? There's amber, cypress, I think it says pepper, and something else, like it's just too big for this screen. But those are the notes. And most likely I would have smelled this on me had I not sprayed this one. So today my friend Charlene brought Fleurs from Parfum d'Empire, and this is a basically rose balm. So there's rose and tuberose. So there's lots of rose, there's tuberose, there's jasmine, there's mint, geranium. So it's quite strong. It's a beautiful rose though, and also one of the very few tuberose fragrances that I can stand. So, oh yes, perfumer is Mark Zini. Yes, Mark Zini. Absolutely, you're right. I just forgot his name. So I couldn't smell. I feel like Iris Malikhân would last longer if it wasn't for. Guys, like the stream, please. Subscribe if you haven't. All those nice things. If you like the content, I see we have a lot in the house. Smells like tainted skin. I don't know what would be tainted skin smell like, but I like it. I don't think I'm gonna get rid of it. I have also another bottle of it that is kind of like a little fuller than this one. So so there is that. I have tried few from this house. I think I have tried amber chromatique. That wasn't for me. It was too green, like not enough amber. There was, what else was there? Try something else. I think I tried Lee Solberg or something, and that was Lee Solberg. That wasn't really my thing either. I think there's another one's called Ingredient something, and that's I can't remember what it smelled like. I smelled what chai, and I didn't mind that. I know Offenlicht often says to wear tuberose austral, and he really likes it, and even though he doesn't really like the tuberose, so I'm curious about that one. There's hibiscus mahajad. That wasn't my thing. It's like a really sweet rose, and there are a bunch from the house, but nothing had really hit the spot, and I was kind of sad that this one that had iris that I didn't like, but now it seems like I'm liking it more. I don't know if the vanilla aged, what happened with the bottle. I quite like it. So yes, Jamin Benji, please like and subscribe and notification on. Absolutely, thank you. So what is everyone thinking about Iris Malikhân? I'm gonna say that if you're gonna buy this, it definitely does not worth the full price bottle. If you can find it in the discounters, buy it from the discounter. It's not a mind-blowing sense. It's not something that you haven't smelled before. You have probably smelled stuff in the same kind of genre of the fragrances before, especially if you're not really into iris and picking up iris nuances. This may smell like anything else that has iris in it. So I'm not gonna promise you that this is absolutely great fragrance, but since I have it, I'm not gonna get rid of it. I'm liking it enough. I'm searching for a decant right now here. Oh, Yeah, I think there's you know, I've seen some sites do samples of it, but I don't know where you are, like if they do samples of it. Um, and I think the bottles come in 100 ml and 30 ml, but I may be wrong. Like I'm not 100% sure on that. They are 27%, the 73% alcohol, so it's the 27% of the perfume ingredient in it, which is not bad. Like 27%, I would say you can call that an extrait or like parfum. I see often, I don't know what I was reviewing yesterday, but something that's like has 22% perfume, you know, 20 perfume oil basically, and people call it an extrait. That's just like, or like parfum, that's really in the border of EDP and parfum. But this is nice to have it 27%, and I believe that, and it does last. It's not a monster of projection at all in that way, because most likely because it's a lot of oil, but I feel like it would last longer. But now that I have sprayed the Fleurs from the what's Parfum d'Empire, it's kind of the roses overtaking this. Definitely want to try our Malikhân, the one that we called ingredients, whatever it's called, Saffron Secret. CK, if you want to try our Malikhân, you can hit me up on, if you're in US or Canada, you can hit me up on Instagram, and we shall talk. Not gonna say much. And I have a list in my bio here if you want to look and see if there's anything else that you'd like. So yeah, the one that was called ingredients called Saffron Secret. Yeah, see, and the saffron in perfumery is not something that I am really up into, like in terms of perfumery. The only saffron that I've ever liked in perfumes was the Love and Bastani from Jason Arshon house, that really smells like a authentic, you know, Persian saffron in cooking, but not that one. So there is that. Again, a reminder for everyone, please comment on the post for the draw. We're gonna do the draw on Thursday, and I'll hopefully send the package out by next week. The package is complete from the Les Andes de Modal, except it doesn't have Immortel Solaire in it. That's the only sample that's missing. Everything else is there. The next one, yesterday, also a shout out, yesterday I have been watching this, I have found a new channel. I mean, for me it's new, I'm sure a lot of people know. Hi Gian, how are you? It's not a random channel. I found a channel yesterday that I had been watching. It was Fragrance Dude. I have been like just watching his lives. I think yesterday was second or third live that I was watching. I have really enjoyed kind of watching the channel. I feel like the owner of the channel is as normal as you get in Fragcom, like a normal guy talking about his fragrances, and there's no drama involved. There's nothing that I picked up anyways in the last few live streams that I have been. People seem there to be like really, you know, passionate about fragrances. It was a really fun conversation about 80s and 90s scents and movies and games last night. I really enjoyed it. Hi, Not in the Know. Really enjoyed the conversation. It was really good. He's also, I find that quite open to not feedback, but like there was something about the House of Creed had come up, and I commented something about House of the Creed, and of course he took it very well. Like sometimes when you tell someone not a criticism really, like even just a fact about the fragrance, people, big channel owners, bigger channel owners, they get offended by like someone telling them something, and it wasn't like that. It was really good. I really enjoyed watching the channel. I'll link, his name is Fragrance Dude. I think it's like at Fragrance DOUD. He reviews a lot more of the like a designer, not luxury designer, but designer fragrances, I think. But I absolutely enjoyed the channel. So if you guys have a minute, I'll post a shout out to him yesterday, because I enjoyed the conversation so much. Like it made me think of RoboCop. Yesterday we were talking about RoboCop. I loved RoboCop as a child. I'd watched RoboCop, and I actually didn't even know there was a RoboCop 2. Now I'm curious to watch RoboCop 2, so we talked about that. And he talked about other things and the fragrances and whatnot, and it was absolutely gorgeous. So I will link the channel, and I'll also do a shout out to the channel. So if you have a moment, please check the channel. He doesn't need my publicity. I mean, his channel is huge. I mean, he's probably, I don't know, 12,000 or something followers, much bigger than mine, but just putting the word out there. Anyways, and why am I bringing him up? Because he talked about Armani Mania, but for men, as one of his favorite scents, growing up, and kind of like staple of, I don't know what year Armani Mania for men came up. It was, I have no idea, probably 90s. And he was talking, and I was like, oh, you know, I think I have 2 bottles of it. And he asked me if like he could buy one from me, and I was like, okay. But then I go look, and I don't know if he likes this feminine fragrance. So then I go, because that wasn't in my mind, then I go check my bottles, and I wouldn't mind selling if I had the one and it was 2 bottles and whatnot. I wouldn't mind sending it to him, or like selling, because he kind of talked about it with such funness, like, you know, when people talk about fragrances with their kind of, it talks about something with them in their life and in that kind of passion. I'm like all for that. And supporting that. But then I checked my bottle, and of course my bottle is Armani Mania pour femme, for women, not for men. Now I know that there were 2 versions of it. I didn't know there were 2 versions of it. If you all have tried Armani Mania pour homme, let me know how it smells like. Is it close to any of the other ones? Is it close to the code? Is it close to whatnot? I don't know. But mine came, I think I've had this for like over, not used a lot really, but I've had this for about a year. Armani Mania, and it's a discontinued fragrance, and it's nothing complex, it's nothing mind-blowing. You got Armani Code Ultimate. Yes. Is that smell like Armani Mania? So this one, Armani. Yeah, so this is nothing, again, it's nothing mind-blowing, nothing like extraordinary by any means. So this is the bottle for the woman's one. The men's one is a little bit different. I think it's kind of a darker bottle with the cap is a different color. So, and the notes are here: pink pepper, bay leaf, orange, blackcurrant, green mandarin, magnolia, peony, iris, lily of the valley, vanilla, sandalwood, amber, musk, and something down there which I don't, cedar. Cedar. So those are the thing, and it's been this has been discontinued, I think, a long time ago. And maybe they kind of, I think what he said, fragrance dude said, fragrance dude, what he said was that they had replaced the Armani code for, not Armani Mania for men, with Armani codes. So it may be that it is the same thing for Armani Mania woman, although I don't think any of the codes that I've smelled, like code cashmere or code satin or just the regular code, smell like this. This is very quite feminine, happy, uplifting fragrance. Like, I do get iris in it, but it's not like a makeup-y iris. It's very, very floral. Is not a makeup-y, super powdery iris. And then the other notes also pull in through. Really, it's hard to pull one note. It's just mix of beautiful florals and citrus notes. Quite nice. It's hard to come by this one. It's not easy to find a bottle. I did reach out to someone when I didn't know that I only have the fam one. I was like, oh, if like, because I realized I only have 1 bottle, not 2. And then I was like, oh, darn it. So I reached out to the person that I got this from. I was like, do you have another one? I haven't heard back. But it is hard to come by this one. And I found it at a reasonable price, but sometimes, you know, some of these designers, when they were around, they were like 50, 60 bucks. And then now you want to find them, it's like 200 something. So So there's that. Code Mania, what? No, it's not Code Mania. Carl, we are talking about Armani Mania pour Homme. Like, I don't know if any of y'all have tried Armani Mania pour Homme or for men. And another channel, which I have been enjoying very much, that I've been talking about Armani Mania. So that's all we were talking about. That is that. What else I have? I may have something else. Carl, pay attention. Carl can't pay attention. He's too busy with Ab's party. What else are we doing here? Okay, so let's see if I can salvage this package that came from Carry On or Janet. Janet is a subscriber in this channel, and I've seen her in different channels for a long time, and on other channels. I've known him from before I had a channel, before I even had a channel. And we were talking one day, and I told her that she needs to be trying the Kirky from Maison Francis Kurt John. Less than 300 to 1,000. Yes. Let's get there. Let's get to the 1,000. I haven't been away for a while. So I was talking to Janet, and when I discovered a mini of the Cartier Musc Ravageur for women that graciously Anuj had sent me, the little mini of it. It's so cute. And then I was like, oh, I don't know, like if I'm gonna find a vintage bottle or not. And then I had reached out to Anuj, but he hadn't got back to me yet. And meanwhile, Carry On or Janet had this she told me that she had a Musc Ravageur current version, and she was going to send me the current version, which is very nice. Carl only likes men streamers. Okay, relax. They're gonna hate me for this. Like, I have been trolling them for pretty badly. Okay, so with that being said, that's very, very kind of Janet and Carry On or Janet. Thank you very much for this. Number one, look at the color of the juice. I love the juices that are in this color. It's like a lot of my favorite fragrances have this color. And I don't know if I guess if you have a clear juice, it is very much unlikely that what you have produced is natural. That has any natural ingredients. I'm hearing that, or probably a very low percentage. I'm not sure if this is a myth or truth, but that's what I'm hearing. A lot of fragrances that I have and I like are like this color. Probably it's like a deeper notes, I don't know, like vanilla, amber, and things like that are coming kind of this darker color. Interestingly, any raw ingredients that I've bought from no, Perfumer's Apprentice, no, there's website in US that I bought from. They're all clear, so I don't know what's going on in here. Like, maybe they're not natural at all, but whatever, we'll see, even though it says they're natural. So Musc Ravageur. Let's see if I don't have my vintage version here, but I have this one, and I'm gonna smell it and maybe try to do a comparison off memory. So this Musc Ravageur, the gold version parfum, not the EDP. It smells like a CK Obsession for women, but in a really refined and elegant way. Like, it is a little bit, tad bit spicier. Like, it's tad bit spicier, but it's more, I don't know, it's more resinous. It is really kind of like, it's a beautiful vanilla, beautiful spicy vanilla, and very complex actually for what it is. Now this one, maybe it is that the top notes are preserved a little bit. This is the Musc Ravageur, but the current version of the parfum. So the one that is available for purchases, the one that I have is the vintage. I feel like probably this will dry down to very close. Why are you deleting messages, y'all? Like, don't delete messages. Stop it. This is very close to, probably will get very close to the Musc Ravageur vintage in the dry down, but I feel like there's some sharpness because of the top notes in this. So it is a nice one, but I have to do side by side, so because it is close enough that I would say if you don't find the Parfum one, I don't know. No, you were not deleted. You're here. If you don't have access to vintage one, this is close enough, and then you can get that from it. Although I feel like the older one, it was more was more resinous, and it wasn't as sharp in the opening. So I have to do on skin a comparison of both of them, Musc Ravageur for women. So there's this one, and the vintage one is in a gold bottle. I think the current version is kind of a red bottle and the gold cap, but this is in a kind of a gold, the whole thing is gold. So in that. So Carry On, or Janet, if you're watching, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I've sent her a sample of Kirky and we shall see what she has to say. So that was it, y'all. Please don't hesitate to like the stream and subscribe, and let's get to the 1,000 sometime in some time, and we'll go from there. I gotta get going and have my lunch. Hope y'all are doing well. I wish you the best for the rest of the week, and we shall see you later. Scent of the night, Shaker Bellamy. All right, good night. Not good night, goodbye. Bye.